Alright guys, today's video is going to be me showing you the answers for part 1. So you won't have the answers unless you follow directions and watch the videos. Here we go, let me find them. There they are. Let's get this out of the way. Alright, so this is to yesterday's answers. You can pause as you need to check for mastery. And I think that is all I'm going to do for that video. So actually, maybe we'll work one of those problems. One more of them anyway. So let's look at number 6. We'll work number 6. I cannot work them all today, but we can work some when we get back. When I get back, I'm going to work number 6 today from yesterday's assignment. Okay, so a manager bought 4 bats and 9 balls for $33.75. On another day, he bought 3 bats and 1 dozen balls at the same prices for $34.50. How much did he pay for each bat and ball? Well, this is the answer. But how did we get the answer? The first thing we've got to do is we've got to figure out what are our variables. We have to define our variables. So we want to know the cost for each bat and ball. So we want to know, is it X is the cost of a bat and Y is the cost of a ball. If you don't define your variables, then you don't get full credit for this assignment. Okay, so now we know we need 2 equations. So each equation is usually in the same sentence. So a baseball manager bought 4 bats and 9 balls for $33.75. So this sentence really we could translate into an equation. You got 4 times the cost of a bat plus 9 times the cost of the ball equaled $33.75. The other equation is in the other sentence. He bought 3 bats and 1 dozen balls at the same prices for $34.50. First off, 1 dozen is 12 balls, so you have to know that a dozen is 12. So he bought 3 bats, so it's 3 times the cost of 1 bat plus 12 times the cost of 1 ball, and that equals $34.50. So I want to solve this system of equation, and I'm going to use a system. I'm going to use, I'm going to get rid of the x's, solve for the y, the cost of the balls, and then I can plug in to find the cost of the bats. So here, just like when we're solving equations that weren't based on a word problem, or systems that weren't based on a word problem, I want this coefficient to be positive 12x, and I want this coefficient to be negative 12x. So I'm going to multiply this by 3 and this by negative 4. And then I'm going to rewrite my equations. So that's going to be 12x plus 27y equals 33.75 times 3. That's 101.25. And now I'm going to do this one. That's negative 12x minus 48y equals negative 4 times 34.50. And that's negative 138. Now I'm going to add them. My x's go away. And that's negative 21y when I add those together. I think this is negative 36.75. I'm going to double check that I did that right. Yep. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2. And let's see. Oh, look what I did. That's 21 and I only put a 2 there. I forgot to put my 1 in there. I think it's my board, but let's blame it on my board. Let's get back and make sure. So this is negative 21y. Now I'm dividing by negative 21, negative 21 here. And so y equals 1.75. So now we know the cost of a ball is $1.75 for each ball. So now that we know what the y is, we can plug back one of these original equations. I'm just going to do the top one. 4x plus 9 times 1.75 equals 33.75. So 4x, that's the first term, 9 times what we now know is y equals 33.75. Times 9 is 15.75. We're going to subtract 15.75 on both sides. X equals 18. We're going to divide both sides by 4. And x equals 4.5. Remember, this is money. So x, each bat costs $4.50. So that's where we got that price. Okay, I am not going to work all these out, but when I get back, if you have questions, we'll work some more. See you guys soon.